Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, into the charts we go on this Thursday, March 14th, 2013. Markets are doing their best to hold on to minor gains today. SPY up 58 cents, S&P's up 5.5, Dow's up 56, Nasdaq's up 9 on the day. This trend line that I've alerted you guys to day in, day out continues to amaze even me. It's probably one of the best trend lines in terms of levels being hit day in, day out, and kind of coinciding on one side or the other that I have seen in years. And in that respect, you can just see again how much of an impact it's had on this market. Just take a look right here, folks. Again, starting 2 weeks ago, it was the basic lows for basically a week and a half. Then we recently got below it and hammered on it again and again. Today we gapped back above it, hammered on it on the downside, finally moving below it in the short term. But again, just every which way you look, that line is basically the tipping point of the market. So in this case, as long as we remain below it, you just generally could say the market has a chance to pull back, even in this light volume environment. And if the market is above it, or if it gets back above it today, then the market can move higher pretty easily. Okay, and again, you can see how it works, because if you go back right here, the first little issue in the market we had in basically 2+ weeks was this minor little hiccup right here. And then again, notice how it kind of hiccuped again, hit the line, pulled back, hit the line, pulled back, and then today we gapped above it. Notice the gap. I think that's important to see how the gap plays a role here, getting us back above that. And then again, to just note that the market again has pulled back to where we got below it and are now hammering on it on the upside again. You could make a case there's a bear flag pattern formation here, but I have to say this. The volume in the market is so minute today, 68.7 million at around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's hard to imagine that this market has the ability to continue to, pull back in this environment. Now, again, as long as you're below the blue line, there's that chance. But again, it's nothing that I'd be banking on hardcore based on the volume in this market. All right, so that's what we're seeing there. One little side note, folks, small cap swing trade alert given in the Research Center hot charts and alerts. And again, remember, here at InTheMoneyStocks.com, we offer the Research Center for swing traders and investors, and for day traders, the Intra Day Stock Chat. And one stock I gave out as a swing trade alert a couple weeks ago was ABIO. And take a look at this stock today, guys. What a monster move up, literally up over 50% in one day. So congrats to those of you that picked that up, that accumulated over the last, month or so in that, as we've been talking about it for quite some time. And again, the swing trade alert a couple weeks ago highlighting ABIO, and the stock today up 50%. I've been talking to you guys about this, for the members especially, the small cap market. The small cap market is phenomenal right now. Especially for biotechs. That's why I've accumulated some biotechs. And again, for those of you that are members, you know which ones those are. But being in the biotech sector, it's literally it's a gamble like any small cap is. But when you have 50 to 100% moves in these things, how do you not play them? How do you not play these type of moves? So, in any case, beautiful move on ABIO today, a 50% plus gainer. Just another swing trade alert, making money for members. Going back to the SPY here, notice again we continue to hammer on that blue trend line, which actually coincides with the 20 moving average. So we'll see how that goes again. All right, let's see what else we have. IBM's a big mover today, up $3.25. Really spectacular move on IBM today. To me, this could be capitulation, or I should say distribution, or a blow-off top, although we won't know that for a few days yet. Anytime you get a significant move up on heavy volume, and you can see actually the volume today was pretty heavy, it oftentimes coincides with that kind of end game, especially when it's at all-time highs. And look at the extension move here on IBM. No red candle in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 days, which again matches with the Dow not being down in 10 days at this point in time. So, it's just amazing. It's quite a move on IBM today, a full 325. And if you look back here at the low just 2 weeks ago, IBM was basically trading at $1.97. And now it's at 215 and change. That's a big move for this stock. I do expect a pullback, but the question is, again, is this that blow-off top or not? I mean, it may not be. in which case you just kind of have to monitor it and see how it floats, all right? Okay, so that's what we have going on here. Apple today is up slightly. Apple got an upgrade today, and the best it could muster is $3.90, and that's in an up market. Remember, I just mentioned to you the S&P, Dow, and Nasdaq are all positive. So, even though I think that as long as Apple holds the 419 level, it has a chance to really extend a rally and get hot. You can't be too impressed with the price action on this thing by any stretch, at all. $4 gain on a day when the markets are up and it got upgraded, especially when it's at the dead lows, hasn't rallied with the market one bit. Pretty poor performance across the board. All right, so we'll see again how that plays out. I'm watching it continually. The leaders today are a lot of Dow components here, like IBM, also JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Chevron's having a strong day, Exxon's having a strong day. Those seem to be the strong ones. Weak stocks out there would be Google, down $4.50, or I should say 67 cents. That's getting a little bit of a bounce. What you're really following here, folks, is whether or not you close below this gap window here, or I should say gap fill. Really, any close below, we'll call it 822 on Google, would be a negation of that possible kind of bullish pattern, in my opinion, in which case it's just going to go to the 20 where it'll bounce at the 20. But just be aware that that's how you have to read that chart. That gap fill, if it holds into the close, probably tells us that Google's going to make a move up. And if it doesn't hold, then you could see Google go right to this 20, in which case that would be your next buying opportunity. I still think Google has one more move up in it, probably coinciding with a big move up in the market that should come in, and maybe even starting as of today, who knows. But that is, again, the projections on Google at this point. Baidu's down a little over $1. Beautiful double bottom hit on Baidu here. If I zoom out, this double bottom right here, I can erase this upper line. Kiss today, and again, you're holding it thus far. It's the 86-ish, 86 and a quarter level. If 86 and a quarter gets taken out, 86 gets taken out, look for a quick flush down, basically taking us all the way down to, in my opinion, 75 to 77 bucks. So on a swing trade basis, you should look for weakness if that continues to move lower. All right. Amazon got downgraded today by JP Morgan. That stock is taking a hit. What I like about this is that you had a bullish pattern here that has now failed. So failed patterns usually result in pretty substantial moves in the opposite direction, and should be noted. Okay. So again, it depends on where it'll close if you're going to see continual weakness in the next few days. But I think overall, a failed pattern, whether it falls again tomorrow or not, will continue to fall based on, again, that failed pattern mentality. Okay, taking a look here quickly at 3M, up 72 cents. Let's take a look at Caterpillar. Caterpillar's actually negative, although Caterpillar kissed the 200. And this is kind of an interesting chart considering how strong the markets are. A pretty weak showing on Caterpillar across the board. Okay, very, very weak showing to see this continuing to fall even when the market's been as strong as it has been. All right, I'm going to get back to work, folks, and we will see you all later. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Take the 7-day free trial to the Research Center and get trades like ABIO. 50% gainer in one day, folks. Might even go more. We'll see. All right, take care, guys. Have a great afternoon, great evening. I will talk to you soon.